when you're an average kid, but if you're different, then the whole world is a whole other ballgame. Here are 10 unusual kids you won't believe exist. Before we start, if you're new here, first of all, welcome. Second, subscribe to our channel by clicking on that red subscribe button and never miss another moment on The Richest. Fu Wengui. Fu Wengui is from Beijing, China, and he was born with 3 extra vertebrae in his neck, plus he has congenital scoliosis. The result was that Fu had an unusually long neck, garnering a fair amount of unwanted attention. Not only that, but he was in a decent amount of pain and was unable to walk properly. 15-year-old Wengui eventually had surgery to correct the problem in 2014. Hopefully, he's walking much easier now. Arya Permana. Arya Permana is a morbidly obese child that has been dubbed the world's fattest kid over the years. He was so fat that regular clothes didn't fit him and he had to wear a wrap instead. However, he was put on a crash diet in 2016 because his family and doctors had concern that his health was at risk since he weighed over 423 pounds. Arya also dropped out of school for a while because he had trouble moving. According to his family, he's always hungry. Gabby Williams. Gabby Williams made headlines when she was just 9 years old and weighed only 11 pounds. She was born with a rare health condition that causes her to age slowly. Doctors feel that she could be the key to immortality. However, at 9 years old, Gabby depends on her family just like a newborn, wearing diapers and all. Her condition is so rare that there wasn't even a name for it when she was diagnosed. Gabby has been called a real-life Benjamin Button. While she's not aging backwards, it takes her 4 years to age just 1 year. David Vetter. While he is no longer with us, having passed away in 1984, David Vetter was a real-life boy who lived in a bubble. He suffered from severe combined immunodeficiency, also known as SCID, which is a hereditary disease that causes a weakened immune system. What would be a common cold for us would be a deadly illness that could kill David. He had to live in sterile conditions growing up, and anything from the outside world had to be sterilized before he came in contact with it. David died at the age of 12 from lymphoma complications caused by SCID. Christina Pimenova. Christina Pimenova is an 11-year-old supermodel who has been dubbed the most beautiful girl in the world. Christina has beautiful features that you would usually only find in adult women, and she has millions of followers on Instagram. Her parents are equally as good-looking, so it's no surprise that Christina inherited their best features. However, Christina's mother has often gotten criticized for forcing her daughter to grow up too fast by wearing provocative clothes and posing like an adult. Richard Sandrak. While he was growing up, Richard Sandrak was once a very unusual kid who was dubbed Little Hercules. Why? He was a child bodybuilder and was even featured on the documentary The World's Strongest Boy. His father was a martial arts champion and his mother was an aerobics instructor. He could bench press his own body weight and drop hundreds of push-ups and sit-ups at one time. However, Richard quit bodybuilding after his father went to jail for abuse and domestic violence. Shiloh Pepin. Shiloh Pepin was born with a rare condition called cyanomelia, which caused her legs to be fused together, giving her a mermaid-like look. Not only that, but she was born without a uterus, bladder, and large intestine. Doctors didn't expect Shiloh to survive past infancy, but she beat the odds and lived until the age of 10 before passing away. Shiloh had gotten a fair share of media attention because of her condition, and she was dubbed the Mermaid Girl. Her parents tried to give her as much of a normal life as possible, and she enjoyed socializing with her friends and just being a normal kid. Juliana Stroh. Similar to Richard Sandrak, Juliana Stroh was a child bodybuilder and gymnast. He broke the Guinness World Record in 2009 for the fastest ever 10-meter hand walk with a weighted ball between his legs. One world record wasn't enough, so he continues to break more records each year. A few of his broken records include the number of 90-degree push-ups, human flag pull-ups, just to name a few. Supatra Sasufan. Supatra Sasufan has been called the Wolf Child and is known to be the world's hairiest girl according to the Guinness Book of World Records. While some kids would see this as a nightmare for their social life, Supatra loves it because she is the most popular girl in school. She was born with Ambras syndrome, which causes hair to grow all over her face, arms, legs, ears, basically almost every part of her body. Luckily, Supatra is embraced by her community in Bangkok and rarely deals with bullies. Pranshu. Pranshu is an Indian boy from Punjab who was born with a large forehead and narrow eyes. Instead of being shunned, he is worshipped by his fellow villagers as a god. The villagers believe that he is the physical reincarnation of the god Ganesha. Pranshu is unable to walk properly, but that doesn't stop the people from coming to him to worship him and pay their respects. Pranshu goes to school and rarely gets bullied because of his god-like status.